so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like to ya read. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. The Patriots are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Deion Henley in there to bring him down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We can look at this Patriots defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
so still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Now a give right side. Rhodes. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on 1st down. Rhodes. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st down, it's Rhodes. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now back to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Purdy now to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready? Knocking 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Tracy going to get it on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rhodes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian Kirk with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
On the set. Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Rhodes. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Zaven Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready, set.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defense?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Here we go. Set. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Purdy. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.